unbeaten this year. 15-game losing streak becomes a 1-game winning streak. Can you describe your emotions after that performance?
Yeah, like I want the boys to enjoy this. It's been 2 months since we've had this feeling. We've gone through a lot, and even on the trip here, Wardenberg just sick. And then even on the flight over, Tanner took a turn for the worse. We didn't know if Tanner was going to play, and even he was like, he didn't come to shoot around. He looked terrible, you know, complexion-wise. He played great, but you know. And I just thought, God, like there was moments in the game where like old demons start to creep in a little bit. Things that looked good that didn't go away. Some sloppy turnovers, especially in the first half. This is what I love about the group is they didn't quit on it. They stayed resilient. We had a bunch of good looks in that final 5 minutes, which I felt like could have dropped in our favour, which didn't. They were great looks. Doesn't make for a bad offensive possession. But they didn't get rattled this time, and they stayed with it, and they stayed committed. And you know what? Like, yeah, I want the boys to enjoy this one. I told them, I said, if they miss the bus, I'll meet them back in Cairns whenever they get back during the week. So it's a bit of a different feeling amongst the group. But yeah, it was, you know, they win, lose, and there's been a lot of losing. It's every week's been a process. Everything, you guys don't miss out, they don't quit. You know, the trainings, no one keeps out of practice. The assistant coach is still locking on the scout, and I make sure assistant coaches do a real good job of maintaining the standard, because you can sit there and think and go, oh, like, why do we bother keep doing all these detailed scout reports and walkthroughs and everything else when we keep losing? But they keep the standard, which keeps everyone else accountable. I just want, boys, go let your head down.
I'm going to ask you about the third quarter, because you trailed by 11 at half-time, opened the third with a 12-0 run, now a 40-point third quarter. Now, what happened at half-time? What did you say? What delivered that remarkable quarter?
Not a lot, you know. The last couple of games, right, we've been we scored 66 and 67 points for the final term. But this is what I keep saying to the guys is, you know, there's bad shots that happens and bad offense, but don't diminish the value of the shot if it's off the back of some good execution and the shot doesn't go in. You've got to keep backing yourself and trusting it. And, you know, I feel that's really all the message was at half-time, and they stayed committed to it.
Because of the losing streak, your position has been in question. I've heard lots of people supporting you, but there's no support like a performance like that from the team. So how much personal satisfaction do you take out of that performance by your team?
Oh, it's like, I guess, yeah. I guess it's and again, it's like I just feel like they deserve it. That's what gives me a little bit of, you know, when you tell the guys to stay committed to it, like it's going to happen, and they do that. You know, that's my reward, I guess, is the boys have never quit. They've never backed down. We've had we've had some bad results, and we've had some results that we let go, and there have been times where we just got absolutely kicked in the butt. But the boys have always stayed committed. So I guess it's just that reassuring feeling that maybe they got a little bit more belief in it now, and go from there.
Yeah, you came here with nothing to lose, as you mentioned. How do you take this week now, knowing that you have to rebuild from it?
Yeah, and it's like I said, I think any other game we would have said like, yep, let's not get too caught up in the moment. You know, enjoy it tonight, then we roll into the next game. But I think situational wise, again, it's been 2 months. I want the boys to just really let their hair down a little bit, you know. So I don't know what's happening in Illawarra tonight. I hope the boys look after each other and enjoy themselves. But no, it's enjoy this one. I'll give them a couple of days, and then we'll start preparing for the next stretch, because we've got 6 games in 14 days coming up. So it's important that we rock and roll into that.
And how did Kyle approach his former teammates knowing he's played under Justin before?
Say again?
How did Kyle approach his former teammates knowing he's played for these boys before?
I think Kyle, that's every game, isn't it? Like, he's played for every club. So I think it's every second week he's gone up against his old club. So Kyle's great. He stepped up when we needed to, especially when we had all the bigs fouling out. Yeah, he was instrumental for us.
Kyrin, you're on a 15-game losing streak, and as the coach said, you've had some big pieces tonight of that poor performance against New Zealand. So how much genuine belief did the players come to Wollongong with, given that Illawarra was top of the table and flying? Well, the script said you couldn't win. Why did you still believe?
I think even though we lost 15 games in a row, I feel like a lot of the games, not all of the games, but a lot of games we've been in and we've been to the fourth quarter, and then we kind of drop in the fourth quarter, so the result looks worse than the story of the whole game. And I feel like that's why this win was such a great win for us, being that close in the fourth quarter and being able to fight it out to the end. Because I think, like Coach said, everybody's keeping the same mentality we had when we came to the season. We all think we're a great team. We've been working really hard, and just to see the results show tonight means a lot.
Is there any doubt about Kyrin making the required free throws at the end? Is that high school? Is that good?
Not on our end. I know he did miss 3 free throws pretty recently, so he said that was in the back of his mind. But in my mind, at least, I had no doubt he would make. He only needed 1. I hope he can make 1 out of 3.
The last 2 games combined, Coach Armstrong and Edwards combined for only 6 mates. Tonight they have 17 mates in 1 game combined. So it's a big switch for those 2.
And this is what we've always said is like the build out of us is we don't have marquee players. Like we don't have high-end guys. We're trying to create balance in the roster so these guys can thrive and grow. We don't have the luxury to have guys have poor performances and it impacts negatively. So, yes, they're aware of that, and also knowing that they're ultimate professionals and what they contribute to their development and the practice throughout the week was, they're going to keep chipping away and get better. But again, you're talking about 2 guys who, have extreme confidence in their ability. It was never in question that this was going to be the trend moving forward. I knew they were going to have a bounce back game, and we needed it with Wardenberg out. We needed everyone to sort of step up, and they did.
Is that the biggest win in your career with the Titans?
In my career, no.
Despite of the season?
Well, this year, definitely.
You went to within 1 game of a grand final series with the Titans in the 2nd year. But as Agnew mentioned, so you've had some big wins in playoff games, but given the 15-game losing streak and all the pressure and the feedback that's come your way, that's a big result, man. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think I've stopped. I haven't been on social media for a few years now, and I think everybody gets, I've always stirred the pot every year. So I've never really heard the feedback, whether it's been positive or negative. And I've always just worried about the 15 guys I got in the room, and that's always what's been important. People who pay my salary and the guys that I want to try and lead and the group, and then obviously family, that's important. But yeah, I don't even worry too much about the good and the bad. They don't know what we go through on a daily basis.
Kyrin, is that a taste of things to come? Do you intend on taking some more big scouts before this season is done? What makes you think you can do it?
I don't know about big scouts, but we approach every game the same way. It doesn't matter who we're playing every night, and I think we take the same approach. Whether we lost this game, we will come out with the same energy for the next one. But I think it's a big thing to get some momentum going for the next game.
How strong has Coach been in maintaining standards and work ethic and belief during this wretched run?
Right, I think he's been the backbone of everything. Just never getting down on us, or never letting the streak affect him or how he comes in. So I think everybody feeds off of that and just double down and get ready for the next one.
Congratulations, man. Illawarra Hotel, good place to go on Saturday. But it's Friday. But it's good on Friday too. So go back.
Take it. Appreciate it, lads. Thank you.